Hey everyone, welcome to Top of the Round Paradigm. I'm the GM for this campaign. My name's Kenan. With me we have...
Hi, I'm Nikki, and I play Clover.
Hi, I'm Jordash, and I play Varian.
Thank you everyone for the reviews that you have left us this week. Thank you to the Mystery Spotify Raider, and thank you to Alyssa for coming out as one of our former Spotify Raiders, now identified. And thank you to Renee, Corey, Nikki, and Raymond for episode reviews, and Ray for leaving us a review on Podchaser. Did you know that it's super easy to go to podchaser.com, make an account, and then leave us a show review, which then helps more people see our show and listen and grow our show and stuff. So you should totally do that, as well as leave us episode reviews if you would like. Thank you to Stan for the comments on Spotify. They warm our hearts. Yeah, we really appreciate all of you. I am challenging you all this week not only to leave us a review in some way, shape, or form, but to tell 5 people about Top of the Round. Thank you.
You can or cannot be armed during that conversation, but if you are armed, it really motivates them.
And a special thank you to our executive producers, Ray and Jermaine.
Hey everybody, we have a Discord. We would love to talk to you. We would love to hear from you, what you think about the show, what you're doing, what's up. Come join us. Link is in the bio.
If you've been listening to our show and you enjoy it, and you've gone back and started listening to Campaign 1 and also enjoyed that and want even more stuff in your ear holes, head over to patreon.com/topoftheround, where you can get wonderful things like the Toter Caps, which are an almost Ember Island Players style version retelling of Campaign 1, or dig deep into Kenan's brain with Kenan Makes Good Worlds and shit. We have lots of options for your ear holes, extra options, just for you, no one else. Head over to patreon.com/topoftheround and get them now, quickly, before they're gone.
Hey everyone, it's 10-Bit. I know there was some confusion with some of you that there was some person named Fizbit. I don't know who that is, but I'm 10-Bit. I'm a whole different person. So, anyway, I have way too much stuff here, and I'm gonna get robbed if I have this much stuff. So, go over to torapodcast.com, click on the merch, and then buy my stuff so I don't get robbed. Thanks! Look at the trigger warnings in the show notes.
Don't look at the trigger warnings in the show notes for a fun surprise.
Let's check in with our newscaster, Justin.
Thanks, Kenan. This is Justin with Justin. But first, I want to say thank you to Gail, who bought 2 cards for me. Yeah, so now my cards are out there in the world. It feels real, and it feels good. So, in honor of you all who have supported me so far, I've made a special thank you card that says thank you for buying this card. You can get it at toterpodcast.com and in the merch. Also, I'm also going to make a special card that says, thank you, Toter Crew. Here's a card for P.O. Box 603, Circle Pines, Minnesota, 55014. The cards will only work and be compatible with that mailbox. I designed them that way. They won't work in other mailboxes, except the first time when you order them and they get sent to you, so you can send them back out to them. So really, cards only work twice, the second time in the P.O. box, the first time anywhere. So yeah, do that to support them, because they supported me by letting me sell cards on their site. Thank you. Oh, right, the news. Okay. Thanks, Kenan. This is, Justin with Justin. Wait. Justin with Justin. No. Justin with Justin. Yeah, that one. So Clover and Varian got some sort of visitor in the night who left them a note, but not one that I made. So it seems that this loneliness guy is trying to muscle into my territory, and I don't really want the competition because I'm not established yet, and I can't handle it, so please stop. But his note isn't very good because she can't even read it, but that's because she can't read. That'd be a good idea for a get well card, like, I would hope that you're doing well, but you can't read this on the inside. Okay, so, I don't know if that will even sell, because illiterate people can't read it. So then they leave the hotel inn room after they establish that Varian's the kind of elf that can read, so he could buy my cards. They go to some shopkeeper and then a different shopkeeper and buy stuff. I don't see how this is newsworthy. I could be making so many cards right now. Varian argues with the shadow, and then the owner of the shadow is confused. They leave town, and then something tries to attack Clover, I think, but a dagger comes out of nowhere. They try and investigate it, or Clover gets stopped by Varian because the swamps are dangerous. That's about it. Hope you're doing well. Stay out of the swamps. That could be a good card. Like a cautionary card. I don't think they're cautionary greeting cards. I mean, I know that some products have warning labels on them, but what if we turn those warning labels into greeting cards? Yeah, that's how I'll edge out the market. Anyway, back to you, Kenan.
Our story continues now. You two are currently over by a tree. Clover, you are currently being told not to walk into swamplands. Are you listening?
She's gonna side-eye Varian. How deep and treacherous does it look?
It doesn't look deep or treacherous.
I just want to check for a second.
If he's invisible, you're not going to find him.
I will be able to see him at some point, okay?
I still feel lonely, so he's not here.
Clover is going to raise both hands in the air and make a heart shape.
Okay.
And then her hands are going to fall to her sides. She's going to glower at Varian and then stomp back to her horse.
Varian, what are you doing?
I will take one glance over in the direction that she thinks this dagger came from, and then I will head back to the horse if I don't see anything.
Roll a perception check.
There we go. 28.
Nope.
Alright, I head back to the horse.
Alright, you two both horse back up.
We re-horse.
You re-equip your horses.
Clover is still staring towards the swamplands as if she may prompt her horse to go that direction.
Varian will start leading Clover by heading north on the road.
She's not currently following you?
What are you going to do about that? If anything.
Oh, God.
I'm going to see if he looks back to make sure you're following him before continuing on. He does not.
Alright.
He just says, "Let's go," and then starts heading in that direction. The direction of away from the swamp and Gehenna and toward love and grace and all the beautiful things up north.
Clover is going to move her horse so that she can see around the tree.
Alrighty.
And she's squinting at the marsh swamplands.
Perception check.
Okay. 13.
It's one better, but you don't see anything.
How far ahead is Varian?
He just started trotting ahead. He didn't go into a gallop yet.
How long do you look back?
Let's say 2 minutes.
Okay. Varian is very far ahead of you, even at a trot.
Come find me, okay? She's going to say that to the swamp. And then she is going to follow the speck of Varian.
You follow after the speck of Varian. Varian,
Yes.
roll a perception check.
28 again.
It is really quiet. You hear a distinct lack of two horses.
How long into riding do I notice this sound? Or lack of sound?
2.5 minutes.
So about 30 seconds after she starts to try and catch up. Okay. Varian will look back to see if it's there.
Wow.
That's not what I said.
Yeah, your sack of platinum is off in the distance.
Bro.
Varian will sigh and stall his horse. Does it look like Clover is heading this way?
With a 28, yeah, you can see the head of the horse, and Clover is facing you.
Okay. Well, if it looks like they're moving towards me, I will wait there for them.
Clover,
Yeah.
roll a reflex save.
18.
Alright, as your horse gets ripped out from underneath you, you are able to catch yourself enough where you don't immediately face plant into the ground. and there are these dark greenish brown tendrils extending from off the path, dragging your horse into the swamp.
But I land on my feet.
Ish.
Varian will turn about fully when this movement happens and start riding quickly towards Clover and taking his bow off his back and shoot at the tendrils.
When you get there?
I would like to try and get up.
Okay, get up. Roll initiative. DOS both of you, so I can keep track of Varian.
24.
31. As soon as I can see what's dragging the horse, I will shoot at it, even if it's just the tendrils.
Alright, Clover, before we actually start combat, I'll give you a round to do whatever you'd like.
Is my horse hurt?
Not very. It took a little bit of damage when it hit the ground and is being drugged. There's no gashes or wounds, really.
How big of tendrils?
2-inch diameter.
I apologize to any horse lovers if I hurt the horse, FYI. I am going to focus on my magic.
Okay.
Okay, that's a 9.
Okay.
Clover grabs her gloves and tears them off with her mouth and spits them on the ground, and then focuses on her magic and begins an incantation while waving her arms in a quick circular motion to fireball the tentacle creature. 12.
Your fireball sails in the direction of the horse and tendrils and splashes across the swamp and is extinguished.
Crumbs!
Then, for now, she is going to fireball again. 2 action. 20.
That misses.
Clover is struggling.
Your fireball once again splashes into the swamp.
My horse is no doubt screaming, neighing.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So Clover does nothing in my extra round. Nifty, nifty, nifty.
So thought that counts.
Yeah.
Varian, that's your turn. As you gallop towards the scene of the crime of horse theft, you see your friend / Moneybags shooting fire into the swamp, trying to save her horse.
Okay, can I see the tendrils on the horse?
You can see them wrapped around its legs, yeah?
Can I see them extending where they're pulling from?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to shoot the tendrils in front of the horse, not the part that's wrapped around the horse.
Okay.
I'm still going to shoot the tendrils.
Okay.
Okay. Did I roll?
Yes.
Yes. 33.
That hits, even with the added difficulty.
11. Let's shoot the tendrils again. 30.
That just hits.
Another 11.
You nick a few of the tendrils. One snaps, but the horse is still very much entangled in them.
With my last action, I will continue to move forward on the horse.
Does a 23 hit you, Clover?
With my current exhaustion, yes.
Right. Another tendril from the same direction shoots out and whips at you, Clover. Going to take 17 bludgeoning damage, and you are grabbed.
Is it tugging me?
Not yet.
Okay, fun. Super fun.
It's going to spend the next 2 of its actions to start to tug the horse, since it is heavier than you. And then we're going to move on to you, Clover.
I'm grabbed, but I'm still standing, is that correct?
Yes.
How far away is the horse and where it's coming from, the tendrils?
The horse is about 15 feet from you, and the tendril source is about 30.
So 30 feet away. I'm gonna hurt the horse. She is going to start circling her hands in a familiar pattern, but they're just bigger. And then you're going to hear her say, Varian,
Carbonize and super burn to ash and charcoal. Really conflagrate thy enemies. Ignite mega fireball.
I need you to roll a reflex save as blinding flames explode in a swirling sphere in a 20-foot burst 30 feet away.
Oh, you would just catch the horse.
I know.
Its reflex is so good. 13. I rolled so bad.
It fails so hard. Is that the plant creature?
Yeah.
Oh.
19.
The horse?
Yeah.
Still fails.
Good job for taking one horse.
So the plant actually critically failed.
Okay.
So the creature takes double damage and is blinded for 1 minute. Your horse failure, the creature takes full damage and is blinded until the start of your next turn. I am going to roll 66.
The horse has 22 HP.
Shit. 24 fire damage. Does it have void healing?
No, it's a plant.
No. Oh, it took double damage, the plant creature.
Yeah, it took 48.
So there is a gigantic explosion, but I'll let Kenan go from here now. Horse violence.
Alright, a much larger sphere of fire explodes over the place that the tendrils are coming out of, catching the horse in the crossfire.
Oh no!
The horse ignites into a flaming mass. The neighs quickly stop.
I guess we're sharing.
The tendrils get seared, but extinguish themselves.
No, that's not what I meant to do.
Roll a perception check, Clover.
20.
The tendril wrapped around you, you see break as another black dagger flies through, severing it.
See?
How far away am I?
Varian. It's now your turn. You are about 150 feet away. A horse-sized campfire is now strongly burning.
Barbecue.
Do I still see remnants of a plant monster that's still alive?
Yes.
Let's shoot that.
Okay.
Because the threat is not over. 37?
37 hits.
9. I shoot again.
Okay.
27.
That misses. You shoot the origin point of the tendrils. One of them goes wide, and you hear a gurgling sound, like something is screeching but underwater.
With my last action, I will continue moving towards Clover on the horse.
Clover, you see the tendrils retreat into the ground. Roll perception check.
Both of us or just me?
Both of you. DC is going to be higher for you, Clover.
21.
35.
Varian, you see a distorted humanoidal shape emerge from the other side of the path in the swamps. Looks like it has 6 arms and 3 tails, and it's charging at Clover from behind. Does a 26 hit you, Clover?
Mm-hmm.
Take 12 bludgeoning damage as this creature bludgeons the back of your head, and that is all of its moves. So it is now your turn.
I'm gonna turn abruptly.
Alright, you see a very almost monkey-looking creature that has bark where fur should be, 6 arms, 3 tails, and it looks very mad at you.
I'm gonna focus on my magic.
Okay.
8.
Okay.
Fireball 10.
That misses.
Okay. Clover is quickly doing incantations and apparently panicking and not doing well. But after that, she is going to move her hands in a more angular pattern and say, reduce my flesh and let me float on the air like a haze, turn me to vapor, discorporate gaseous form, and then she is going to move through the monkey.
Okay.
I need you to roll a reflex save.
Almost crit fail. 13.
That critically fails. 7 fire damage because I rolled like poop. I am going to move back 30 feet towards Varian.
Okay.
Looking a little bloodied.
Right, so this monkey creature bats away your first fireball with one of its hands, and then you turn to ash and burn it as you move towards Varian. When you recorporate, which way are you looking? Towards Varian or towards this creature?
Towards the creature.
You see it fall forward towards you, and there is a black leather-clad humanoid clinging to 2 daggers in its back with a metal mask that looks like it has its mouth sewn shut and its ears cut off.
Do I recognize this figure?
Yeah, you've seen him before.
Where?
In the formation when you guys were entering Gehenna of the group of 6.
Clover's jaw is gonna drop. Who are you?
It's none of your concern, child.
I'm 17.
Thanks for proving my point.
Well, thank you for killing that.
It's my job.
What's your job? She's gonna walk towards the figure.
To hunt Fae.
That's a Fae?
It is.
It was?
It is.
Why are you following me?
I was told to.
By who?
Loneliness.
Why? She quickens her pace towards the figure because she wants to have a chat.
To make sure you're okay.
Why does loneliness care about that?
You, Varian, arrive as you pop back into existence.
As you remember, I'm there. So Varian approaches the scene. He has his bow trained on this figure. So he doesn't know what's happening. Do I see them conversing before I just start blasting?
Anyway, I started blasting. Yeah, you hear them conversing.
Alright. So I will slow my horse to a stop and lower my bow and just kind of stare at what's going on.
Meet again, Varian.
Do I recognize this figure?
Nope. Well, I mean, yes, but no.
Is it the one I talked to, probably?
Could be.
Are you the one that came to the room last night?
It nods its head.
Where is loneliness?
Gehenna.
Why?
Working.
What kind of work?
I've already told you.
No, it doesn't make sense though. No, does loneliness have another name?
I'm not supposed to be conversing with you.
But you are, and that's okay. I won't tell anybody.
I could get in a lot of trouble.
But with who? Loneliness?
Potentially.
I don't think he'd be mad if he is who I think he is.
And who do you think he is?
My brother.
I don't really think you should be saying that out loud, but Varian just kind of chimes in.
He looks over at you, Varian, and gives you a nod.
I shouldn't have said that. Or he shouldn't have said that. Or they.
What?
I shouldn't be saying anything.
I don't understand what's happening. I appreciate you protecting me, but I don't know why you're doing that. Or why you feel like you can't converse if you're protecting me. Or why loneliness sent you after me.
He starts to look around.
I'm really sorry about the horse.
Why?
It died.
Things die.
Do you have a faster way to travel to love than by horse?
I do.
Can you take us there? Time is kind of the essence.
What does that even mean?
Roll perception checks.
26.
36.
Damn you!
He starts looking around more frantically, like he is panicking.
Are you okay?
We won't say anything about you talking if you take us there.
I wouldn't say anything in the first place.
She wouldn't say anything in the first place.
He protected me.
Thank you for that. I guess. So can you take us to love? Quickly.
Technically, yes, but, no. The likelihood of you being seen is too high.
Who?
Her or me?
Both of you.
Why does it matter if I'm seen?
Where we would have to go, you wouldn't be allowed.
And where is that?
The shadows.
Would I be allowed in the shadows? You move in shadows?
He tilts his head at you.
How long will
Not
we...
yet.
I don't understand that.
How long will we have to be in the shadows?
You said to love.
To love.
10, 15 minutes.
I should be able to be invisible in the shadows.
Not these shadows.
Even with this, and I kind of point to the cloak.
Nothing escapes his gaze there.
Who?
Is it God?
Loneliness?
Yes.
But
Loneliness?
someone in Sabbath said something about that. But he didn't say God of something. He's just God. What does that mean? Just God.
They are just God.
But what are they God of?
Yes.
Huh?
But no, there's like the God of death.
Yes.
The goddess of life.
Yes.
So what is God?
Yes.
Varian, I don't understand what he's saying.
I don't either.
Can you tell Loneliness that it's okay to come see me himself?
That would indicate that you talked to him. I don't think that's what they want.
Oh, that's true. Never mind. Not if it gets you in trouble. Maybe you can just say that I said it offhand.
Out loud.
Out loud.
And you heard.
Yeah.
How long do you think we could be in the shadows before we might be seen?
What's your name?
I'm just blasting him with questions.
Do either of you have a bag?
Yes.
I have a paper bag, but there's stuff in it and it's on the ground.
She said she had a bag in love.
That's what I need.
That's why we're going back. And for a horse, because she has one already.
How much room do you have?
In my bag. I'll open my bag. It's probably less than half full.
He takes his helmet off, and you see a humanoid figure with short brown hair, a few scars on the face. Clover, roll perception check as he tosses his helmet over at you, Varian. Put this in your bag.
20.
Looks very familiar.
Do I know you?
Not really, no.
What did you say your name was?
Did he say his name? Dun, dun, dun.
He never did say his
He
name.
didn't. Look at Clover trying to trick him.
Very fey-touched of you.
Wow.
I didn't say what my name was.
But you could. You seem to know ours.
He continues to change out of his Archon garb and is just in normal traveler tunic and pants.
Are you sure I don't know you? You look really familiar.
He has no legs. He's standing on these thin, entangled metal pipes, it looks like, that splay out into feet.
I put the helmet in the bag as I was instructed to do.
He's also missing both his arms, and through these thin metal pipes, you can see gears twirling as he moves his arms around. If anyone asks, I'm not part of the Archon.
Okay. What are we doing exactly right now?
We're gonna be watched soon.
I don't think we'll get to love in time if we travel by one horse.
Clover is going to snatch her gloves up off the ground and put them on.
Should you grab your bag?
Yeah, she'll grab what I'm guessing is the fallen bag and probably stuff spilled all over the road, but she is collecting it.
How attached to your remaining horse are you?
I'm not.
I don't want to kill it.
I just blinks at you. We're gonna sell it.
Oh. Okay.
And he starts walking in the direction of Gehenna.
Hop on, Clover.
What about him?
We only have one horse.
Oh. Okay.
Clover is going to approach Varian's horse and guiltily stare at the face and say,
I'm really sorry about your friend.
and then she's going to hop on.
It's okay.
She's gonna hop on behind Varian.
Zeke's died before.
If it makes you feel any better, if I didn't have this horse, I would have died to those plant creatures the other night.
You would have died?
This horse, it belonged to that group, I think. Maybe.
Oh.
It was someone's horse from Sabbath.
Well, I hope
Why not theirs?
I hope it had a good life.
Had more time than its friends.
Oh.
All horses are friends.
Are we following?
They traveled together, it's fine.
We're following Dude Man.
Are you following Dude Man?
Yes, how fast is Gear Boy going?
You'd have to stay at a medium gallop to keep up with him.
Okay, I will hop on the horse as well, behind Clover, and take the reins and giddy up.
She has her staff across her lap as well.
Okay.
He's really fast, she says over the gallops.
Roll perception checks.
I could fail.
Nat 20.
So things are as they should be.
What's the totals?
13.
38.
Alright, Varian, you see 2 blue lights in each of his thighs as he's sprinting in front of you.
All right.
He runs right past the guards on the bridge. Do you guys follow, or you stop for paperwork inspection?
The guards just saw us leave, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did they see him? Did they react to him
Nope.
in any way? They didn't react in any way, shape, or form to him. One will stop, 2 I'm just gonna follow. We'll stop before the guards.
Papers,
We just left here a couple minutes ago.
and now you're trying to get back in.
I forgot something.
She forgot something.
We'll be very quick.
That's nice. Papers,
I'll hand out 3 silver.
you may pass.
Okay, I'll move with my horse, with Clover.
Okay. Get across the bridge. The next one motions to have you guys halt.
I reach in for 2 silver and hand it to him. We just forgot something. We'll be quick.
He gives you a little squint. Make it quick. And moves aside.
Continue in and look for our buddy.
Right. He is waiting, leaned up against the metal post where you tied the horse last time.
Go over there with the horse. Did they not see you?
Why would they?
Are you traveling in the shadows right now?
No.
Then how didn't they see you?
How can we see you if they can't see you?
Because I'm letting you.
Oh, thank you.
Clover's gonna slip off the horse and grab all her stuff.
That'd be handy.
Try not to talk right now. There's people giving you judgmental glances.
Get off the horse.
Clover presses her lips together.
Marion just looks at Gear Boy.
He motions for you to hand him the reins,
I'll hand him the reins.
and he starts walking to the left wall.
Is loneliness here?
Stop talking.
He doesn't answer. Roll perception checks.
Natty 20, baby.
Almost an I 20. 37.
You both notice him dodging shadows as he walks amongst the crowd. Try not to touch them.
Okay, we follow.
We do indeed.
Instead of walking up the stairs, he goes to the left side of the stair pathway, hits one of the stones, and a door forms as stones move out of the way, revealing a metal ramp into the structure that's lifting the next section of the city off the ground.
Clover lifts a brow and quirks her head.
Varian shrugs and continues following.
He, however, doesn't enter. Do either of you have a torch?
No.
Do you need fire?
I need light.
Can you do that? Varian says, looking at Clover.
She looks around. She's gonna remove her right glove and focus on her magic. Clover's hand is super fucked up, to say the least. It's really scarred and burned and looks like where scars or burns have healed, new ones have layered over them. Do you want a flat check?
Yes.
7.
Okay.
Her right hand will ignite.
How are you doing that?
What do you mean?
Can't use magic in the city.
Really?
Yes, really.
We'll get inside quickly then before someone else sees her.
She just looks at her hand, perplexed.
I don't know how I did it. I just did it.
Go inside. What are you standing there?
I'm waiting for him.
He gestures for you to go first because he needs light.
Just go straight down. Up.
Straight up.
Okay. All right.
Clover walks forward, holding her hand like a torch.
He grabs your shoulder and follows you.
I will follow behind.
He directs you through the maze of pathways, trying to stay far from any mechanical humanoids that are down there.
What exact pathways? Where are we exactly?
You guys are in the structural beams of what is holding the next part of the city off the ground.
So it's like back rooms?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
Trying to stay far enough away from the mechanical humanoids to ensure if they do see you guys, they just think you're holding a torch and not your hand is ablaze.
Mm-hmm.
continue to make your way up, zigzagging through, dodging people's suspicions, and you get to what seems to be a dead end, and he hits a dirty-looking button on a metal box that's sticking out of the railing, and the stone moves away again, and you see a bunch of houses covered in snow in front of you.
Do we go out there?
I would prefer it, yes.
Do I get rid of this? She looks at the fire.
Once we're in the light.
Okay. Clover takes a deep breath and moves forward.
Alright, once you guys are in the light, he lets go of your shoulder and moves in front of you.
The fire dissipates, and as the fire extinguishes on her hand, there's a few seconds where the scars are glowing like an ember and then fade. After Clover stares at it for a few seconds and then blinks,
This way.
she returns her glove to her hand.
Varian will continue following.
Your group makes their way through what looks to be the living quarters of the city. Many houses on either side of you guys.
Are they nice?
Some are, some aren't. As you follow Gearboy, he starts to cut through the empty spaces between houses instead of following the main road. Again, trying to stay out of the shadows. And Varian, you would see a larger building. It looks like your guide is leading you towards, that has inscribed on it Crossroads, and it's encircled by other buildings, but there is a large stone empty courtyard, if you will, in front of it.
Varian's just taking all this in and looking around as we continue to move in that direction.
I took this task from loneliness because you once showed me kindness, Clover.
I did? Who are you?
It's not important, but I don't think I'll be able to protect you in there. I need you both to wait out here.
Varian just stares.
He pulls the horse towards the large building and walks up these stone stairs, knocks on the large double doors, and as they open, you both are met with sounds of cheering and things breaking, general roughhousing commotion.
Clover unconsciously sidles closer to Varian.
Do you know him? He said you showed him kindness before.
I don't know. Who do we know that doesn't have...
Did he look suspiciously like somebody who had a broken halo?
Yeah.
Her jaw opens. Varian,
Yes.
Remember that torso?
The torso. You mean the one who got ripped apart?
The one whose hand I was holding before the shadows grabbed it.
I remember the shadows, yes.
That's him.
Really?
Yeah, that's totally him.
But what was with the...
So he's dead? Or is he undead? They gave him limbs. Who's they?
Who?
Why is he with my brother?
Who'd be able to do something like that?
I don't know. I don't know.
Varian's quietly thinking, like, Volcar wouldn't do that. Who can do that if not Volcar? Or Azrael?
That happened so recently. How is he already... This doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't.
Why would my brother be an apostle? That also makes no sense.
I don't know. You know your brother better than I do.
Yeah. Definitely.
That's all Varian does. Just grunts.
So what do we do?
We wait. Something that will help us, maybe.
I thought you were going to end on something and I was going to say that you're really descriptive.
I was as specific as I can be.
What kind of elf are you?
The kind that can read. We've been over this.
That's not an answer, and you know it.
It is an answer.
It's not what I was asking for.
And yet that's what you got.
Why are you like that?
Like what?
I answered a lot of your questions.
You answered some of them.
Which ones didn't I answer? Clover is going to, in the midst of all of this, with her clothes on, obviously, she's going to treat her wounds, her fresh wounds, again.
Okay.
Okay. I am going to treat wounds. I regain another 16 hit points
Nice.
as she deftly bandages herself.
That's probably a smart idea.
Are you hurt?
A little.
You want to sit down for a second?
Okay. Varian will just sit where he is, cross-legged.
Where are you hurt?
My shoulder, where I took the brunt of those vines.
You want to take off your shirt?
If I have to.
Okay, it's just so I can treat it real quick.
Varian will uncover the wound on his shoulder.
Clover settles beside you, and she's going to pull out the medical supplies she just put away. And she's going to begin treating and cleaning your wounds with treat wounds. And then we'll bandage them. You gain 22 hit points.
Thank you. I'm almost at full hit points again.
The bandages feel very well fastened, and she's going to put everything back in her bag and jut her chin at you. You're good. Hopefully.
Well, that did help. Thank you.
You're welcome.
As you finish that, Clover, both of you roll perception checks.
25.
31.
You both see Gearboy come around the side of the building, pushing this large mass of metal tubing sitting on two wheels by these metal bars sticking out of both sides. And on the top of the metal tubing, there's a portion of leather that might be a seat of some kind.
What is that?
I don't know. How far away is he?
50 feet.
Clover will stand and grab her stuff and start towards him.
Varian will also make his way towards this weird contraption.
Can we help you with that?
No offense, but you're probably too weak.
That's okay. What is it?
It's a motorized horse. Oh shit. As he's pushing this thing towards you, you see him suddenly stop as one of his feet gets stuck in a shadow of what looks to be one of the chimneys of a house nearby, and a arm wraps around his leg and yanks him into the shadow.
Oh no!
Clover
Clover is gonna run that direction.
Help. Varian will also make his way over there.
Alright. The thing he was pushing rests on its side. There's no Gearboy anymore.
Clover's staring at the ground.
I don't think we can help him.
That's terrible. What did we do?
I have no idea. I'm not sure what's even going on. Varian will look at the contraption.
Okay.
Is there any way to set it up to move it? How is he moving it?
He was holding it by what looked like handles and pushing it.
Does it have wheels or is it okay?
Is it a motorcycle?
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
It's upright still?
It's resting on its side at a 45-degree angle.
Is there a kickstand or something it's resting on?
Mm-mm.
Okay, Varian will try and lift it so it's on the wheels.
Roll a strength check.
20?
Alright, you struggle a bit as it is very heavy, but you're able to ride it.
Okay. So do we just push this down there or does it sit on it? I don't know.
I have no idea. All I know is that the person that was helping us got pulled into the shadows again. And now I don't know where he is or if he's okay. And apparently, somebody named Loneliness, who may or may not be my brother, is the one who sent him to look after me, and I feel really bad.
So should we figure out how to turn this thing on, or should we just push it? I say, ignoring everything she says.
You didn't respond to anything I just said. You're really bad at this.
So was that a yes to the pushing, or...
Should we save him? I don't know how.
I also don't know how, and he's already gone. So, why dwell on it?
Do you think his goal was to give us that thing and not get pulled into the shadow? How do we get back out of here?
I'm assuming we go back down to the gate somehow. And over the bridge again. Varian's gonna study this thing as he's holding it up, trying to look for maybe an on switch of some kind, or what the kids of the future would call an ignition.
Ken has given us a motorcycle in Ishnar.
Roll a perception check.
28.
Alright, you push on some grooves that might be a button. Nothing happens. Trace along some edges where the metal meets. Nothing turns over or changes until you get to the sigil right underneath the handlebar. It gives a little as you run your finger over it.
Does anything happen? Varian will attempt to sit on it and then press that sigil in.
Okay. You hear a click. The sigil lights up in blue, and the bike seems to suddenly get a lot lighter and keep itself upright.
Varian will just mess with the handles a little bit to see if there's anything to squeeze or rotate or giddy up.
You notice that the right handlebar rotates, and it lurches forward a little bit as you turn it slightly.
Okay, I think I figured out how to move this thing.
Is it a horse?
I don't know, but it moves.
Clover is going to cautiously move over and pat the front of it. It's not responding.
Just hop on.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Clover is going to make sure she has her bag and her staff in a good place. I'm assuming that the paper bag got wet, so it's probably all wet and gross.
Mm-hmm.
But she's going to hold it as best she can and sit awkwardly behind Varian, for this is a weird metal horse.
Varian's gonna look at her and then her paper bag and then open up his bag a little bit, and there should still be a little bit of room, right?
Yeah.
Can you try and fill that stuff in here
Oh,
so you don't have to carry that anymore?
thanks. I can try. She starts pulling out gauze and ointments and medical things.
Did they fit?
Yeah.
Is the helmet still in there or did it vanish?
Still in there.
Okay, interesting. Alright. What about his clothes? I don't think he ever said what he did with his clothes.
They're on the ground.
He just left them where they were?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What do I do with this bag now?
The wet bag?
Hmm?
Get rid of it.
Like burn it?
It's wet. It probably wouldn't burn very well. Also, I don't think you're supposed to do that here. Didn't he say magic wasn't allowed in the city?
I guess. Okay. She flattens it as best she can and sits it nicely on the ground.
Kind littering.
And then she's going to hold her staff.
Are there rubbish bins nearby? Are there even public rubbish bins here?
Not that you would know.
Exactly.
But yes, matter-wise, there are.
Maybe somebody who needs a bag will come across this. Even though right now it's kind of soggy.
Varian will look around for signs that look like they point towards the exit of the city.
Roll a perception check.
I just want to get out of here. 34.
34. You see a sign that has a airship with an arrow pointing down one of the side roads.
A sign with an airship.
Mm-hmm.
From our previous trips on the airship, did it look like they'd be able to push this onto the airship?
You, from your previous voyages joined with the passengers. You didn't bring any heavy luggage on board, so you don't know.
Should we try and go back the way through the wall?
Do you think it'll let us through? Because we did a lot of dodging around.
I don't know.
Or we try the airship first and maybe somebody will tell us what to do?
Okay. If I have to spend more money.
You know, for telling me that people were hunting me, it really hasn't happened. It's more plants.
Well, then we should consider ourselves lucky. Let's go.
I'm sitting right here.
Varian will attempt to get a handle on this thing and ride it towards the airship.
Alright, roll a performance check.
25.
Nice. Alright, you lurch a little bit in the beginning, but you get it smooth pretty quickly.
Okay.
This is a weird horse.
Kind of like it. We probably don't have to feed it.
And you make your way towards the airship following these signs. And we're going to end there.
Thanks everyone so much for joining us. We hope you enjoyed listening as much as I enjoyed getting hopefully faster travel.
Fast travel. We have social media. Check us out at Top of the Round on Facebook and Instagram and at Totercast on Twitter. We also have a website, toterpodcast.com. We're also at Blue Sky at Totercast. We're also on TikTok at Toterpodcast. Check us out in all of the aforementioned places. Say hello. Let us know what you think about the show. All that good stuff. Yeah. Shout out to our Vessel and Witness tier patrons, Ray, Jermaine, and Grayson. We greatly appreciate you.
Shout out to our Apostle tier patrons. Ray, the Apostle of Scorn.
Grayson, the Apostle of Joy.
Kay, the Apostle of Ecstasy.
RMK, the Apostle of Compassion.
Alyssa, the Apostle of Rage.
Jem, the Apostle of Curiosity.
Bluebird, the Apostle of Awkwardness.
And Nammies, the Apostle of Bitterness. Hey, there's still 2 of you out there that we can't get a hold of, that we would love to know which emotion or feeling that you would like to be as an apostle. That being said, if you would like to join our apostle tier, check out patreon.com/topoftheround, and you too can be a feeling or emotion and also support us. It's very cool. Okay, bye.
We also have a Discord, and you can find the link in the show notes below. We'll love to have you guys hang out, talk, do all that good stuff.
Justice for Gear Boy.
Tell us your favorite Gear Boy moment in a review over on Podchaser or Apple Podcasts, and we'll shout you out here on the show.
Geary.
Rate Nikki's Pun over at Podchaser or Apple Podcasts.
Bye!
Bye!
Bye, guys.